We know the fire in Boulder County destroyed nearly 1,000 homes and forced thousands of others to evacuate quickly. You know, losing a home can in some ways feel like losing a loved one. We care deeply about our homes. And for those who are impacted, this is a long grieving process. Here to talk about the mental health impacts of this fire is licensed therapist Amanda Revel. Amanda, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. I know this is kind of a specialty for you when you talk about fire and grief. So talk about some of the emotions that the victims are feeling right now. I'm not hearing Amanda. We're going to try it again. We'll get back to you because we do want to hear what you have to say. I thought maybe it might be me, but I wasn't hearing you. Wait, you might be there.
Hello, hello.
What are some of the emotions that you think people are feeling right now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yay! Yeah, so some of the emotions that people might be experiencing are going to be really varied. I mean, anywhere from overwhelmed, preoccupied with, for example, if their house caught on fire and is destroyed, they might be preoccupied with just figuring out where they're going to stay, where they're going to get a meal, where they're going to get the supplies that they need. So, maybe they're just kind of frozen and just trying to take care of basic needs. Other people might be experiencing sadness, anger, frustration, fear. I think it can run a wide range of what people might be experiencing right now.
You know, we continue to hear people talk about the memories that we make in these places. And we know memories exist in our minds, so we can always go back to them. But there's a feeling about these memories that are attached to that property as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I think the thing about memories is that they live in our minds, that, they can't be taken away from us, of course, unless, we start to lose our memory. But that can be a beautiful thing, to have memories, to be able to share memories with people that you're close to, or people who have also experienced the same tragedy you have, that could actually be a strength to pull on.
Would hope so. How about for those folks, and we continue to hear these stories where one street the houses survived, the next street the houses are gone. The ones in the houses where they survive, sometimes they feel guilty. I mean, they know those other folks and they're saying, I feel so much guilt about this.
Yeah. I totally understand that. That survivor's guilt, it can be tricky. And the first thing to do is if you have like the bandwidth in your mind, is to really remind yourself that you didn't cause these fires. You weren't a part of the fire, and you couldn't control the fire. And it is a huge mystery and sadness and complex situation that one person's house could remain standing and the next door neighbor's house is completely destroyed. And so I think how people can cope with that is to, acknowledge their feelings, realize that they aren't to blame. And yet I think it is still important to figure out how to cope with guilt. And, again, maybe that's talking to somebody you feel comfortable talking to about it. Maybe it's finding ways to volunteer or get active so that you can give back. It's a big adjustment in a lot of different ways.
All of those ideas, very good. And we wish we had even more time. Next time we'll get the microphone figured out right away. But there's going to be a lot to talk about in the days ahead. So thank you, Amanda Revel. Thank you so much.